I haven't seen any indications of a storm headed to the East Coast, except for the shitstorm that the FISA D class threatens to wipe out the DC petrivores. This is a message from fellow Ham, KI4LIU, left on my phone mail and our call.
Dave, it's Frank, KI4LYU in Virginia. Dave, I'm looking at the National Data Buoy Center, and it's only about less than 20 miles from where that storm is now. It ain't a fucking hurricane. I'm seeing the highest gust at the buoy is 54 knots, 52 taken at 7 a.m., winds at 340. That means it's not even due north yet, so that storm didn't quite get there. But everybody else is spouting off the bullshit that it's over 180 miles an hour hitting Grand Bahama Island, 185, even seeing 220. What a bunch of shit. It's not even a fucking hurricane. Check it out, Dave, because you got a platform and you can say something. This couldn't wait, man, because this is going on now live. Take care, and I hope the dogs are fine and you're squeezed. Bye-bye. Hello?
Hey, how you doing, Frank?
Doing good. What's going on?
I'm asking you that question.
Oh, okay, Dave. I recognize your voice. Let me turn this
I
down.
got your message this morning. I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I got it on do not disturb mode, so I didn't hear it. And I looked at my calls, so I said, wow.
Well, I know it was early, but I've been following this hurricane because my sister and brother-in-law went down to Myrtle Beach, and they're just going to wing it. And I said, well, go ahead, and I'll keep an eye on things. But anyway, I'm going to the National Data Buoy Center, right, the NDBC.
Right.
And I'm looking up a freaking station, Sierra Pop Golf Foxtrot 1. That's the buoy.
Let's bring up the National Data Buoy Center and see what it says. Now we'll type in the Buoy ID here, and we'll see recent data. Station Sierra Pop Golf Fox 1. Settlement point GBI Bahamas. And you can see all the data about this buoy, where it's located, and you can see all the current information. I'll leave the links to this down in the description, and you can navigate this for yourself. I'll also leave the NOAA Weather Radio Station ID, and you can see that this is nowhere near a hurricane. 44 knots currently, and it is 9:45 a.m. September 2nd. 44 knots, gust to 51 knots. And this is not a hurricane, my friends. It's total bullshit.
And when I called you, the highest readings were 52 knots, and the wind's coming up almost from the north, 340. So the storm didn't even get there yet, but it's close. It's on Grand Bahama Island. They're still saying that it's 180 mile an hour winds. You know, when you go watch all the news shit.
Right. Well, hurricane bullshit, right?
Hurricane bullshit. I'm seeing 52 knots at a friggin' buoy, and that's a navigational aid. So they can't lie about it. You know, and then, boy, oh boy, were we getting bullshitted, Dave.
I mean, why would they lie about some stupid shit like that?
So they could sell a fucking million generators.
Well, if you don't have a generator already after all the storms Florida's been through and all the, you know.
I know you're
too late now.
But this storm's a joke. It's not even a hurricane. It's just a big rain event.
Well, clear skies up here. Usually when they get a storm that big, the skies over here cloud over and you get the winds. You start to see it because it affects the whole hemisphere almost.
It'll affect things 1,000 miles away. But I got clear skies here in Virginia.
Unbelievable.
I mean, don't we get any truth at all? And here you go. I like the president. Here you go. They got him buffaloed, bullshitted, because here he is. He's getting this updated about the storm yesterday. I didn't even go to it. I said, this ain't a real storm. Other people were saying this. People on the internet.
Maybe they're trying to evacuate people for some reason.
Oh, there's going to be evacuation orders. In southern Florida. It's coming up. I've been following it, as I said, because the sister went and brother-in-law are and I thought they might be in harm's way, but they're not. Not at all.
Thanks for the heads up, because I heard a couple of people say that the storm is bullshit.
Yeah.
I had no way of knowing. I turned on NOAA Weather Radio, and NOAA Weather Radio is going on about the storm. Blah, 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 blah.
Just go to that buoy. Here, write it down and go to and I went to DuckDuckGo and just put in buoy and with the number. And actually it's letters. S, Sierra Pop Golf Foxtrot 1. Go to that buoy and then go look at the other people. Go to something else on there, where they got the newscasters and they're starting to play it down because they know it's going to fizzle. But check it out because you got all the data you could post on one of your videos.
Well, don't you know if we don't do something about global warming, the world's going to end in 12 years?
Dave, what I'm learning, over the years of watching all this shit, being a patriot, it's all bullshit. There ain't a fucking... There's not nobody with anybody straight out there, except some of the patriots out there like you all. I watch you and this woman that comes on there, Kristen W. You can't find anybody unless you go to BitChute.
Yeah, who's good too? Truth Factory. You ever watch her?
Factory?
Yeah, Truth Factory. She's out of Canada, and she does a thing with a little cat animation. And she don't post very often, but when she posts, it's freaking bombshell. Really, no bullshit.
Yeah. So if you can check that out, because you can take all the phony shit that's being by all the news people, and then put the little buoy up there, right next to the fucking hurricane. And with its stats, because it's got all its stats from, the highest it's been was 54 knots. And that was, I think it was yesterday.
What's that, like 48 miles an hour, something like that?
No. A knot is 10% more.
Oh, 10%
1.1. Yeah, 1.1 is the conversion.
Okay, I did it backwards. All right, so it's like 60 miles an hour wind, maybe.
Not even. There. Yeah, but not hurricane strength yet. and what I'm looking at by the latitude and longitude, I'm probably 30 miles. It didn't get there yet, and it's nothing. So, but that's food for the internet, Dave. That's why I called you.
Well, we caught. I don't know if you saw those videos, 122 and 133, 120 and 133.
I watched one this morning, but I didn't know which one it was. But it was the one about.
Watch 122 first, and then 120 first. No, 122. Number 120 and 133.
And 133. Okay.
Yeah. We caught. Google had already queued up a search on Jeffrey Epstein underground bunker or something in Vietnam.
Yeah.
This guy was supposed to have committed suicide in June 25th, in an underground North Vietnamese bunker in Hanoi.
I seen that one, and
Okay?
you know.
Yeah. So now that we exposed it, they not only changed the article completely around, but they changed the link too. Because the original link had the wording. You know, when a search engine works by perusing all the text in a web page, and it comes up with, you know, the key words or phrases in that article. And then if you search for any of those words or that particular phrase, it brings up the article. So when you clicked on the link that said Jeffrey Epstein dies in underground bunker in North Vietnam, I said, that's interesting. Click on the link. It's the underground bunker, but nothing about Jeffrey Epstein. So they changed the article, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They forgot about the link. Maybe it was on some other server somewhere that they had no control over.
Yeah.
But when we exposed it, not only did they change the link and the words in the link, but they changed the article itself to something completely different about Jeffrey Epstein committing suicide in the MCC in New York. So they had this shit already queued up, ready to go. Just like they had Ruth Bader Ginsburg on Fox News croaked. And then they said, oh, we made a mistake. Oh, we fucked up. No, you didn't fuck up, asshole. How did you know that people were going to die?
Right. No. It's all we're getting is just garbage. I mean, except for a few of the patriots out there like yourself. The rest is just lies. See,
the news has changed. We're the news now. Because now you can call me on the phone and ask me, hey, Dave, what are you talking about? What do you mean this, that, the other thing? I can't call up ABC News when I see some bullshit on TV and say, hey, look, what happened? You know, Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy said they charged him. They never charged Lee Harvey Oswald with the murder.
No,
he was on his way to be arraigned.
Yeah.
And then Jack Ruby come up, because he knew that he could prove he was nowhere fucking near there.
I watched that one this morning when I got up early, and that's before I went and sold a buoy, you know, and I said, damn, look at this shit. It's all fucking staged. You know, like the news people knew what to say, and how in the fuck did he know he was shot in 2 seconds later? 24 seconds later.
That clip was not edited. I didn't take anything out of that clip. You could tell he's talking, running, and where the hell is he standing that he knows that Kennedy and one of his associates were shot in the head? How the hell did he know 2 seconds later?
Right.
How the hell did James Stanley know? With first of all, what the fuck was she doing here on September 11th? There was no stories in September 11th for her to be here all the way from England. Then she's standing there with the thing over her left shoulder, with the building standing, saying there's an empty space there. Where's an empty space? The fucking thing didn't even fall yet.
I know. I
saw
that several years ago, Dave, and said, it's all bullshit.
You're reading from a script, and if you're reading from a script, then you knew the building was going to fall, and you're the same fucking thing as a guy waiting in a getaway car for the burglar to come out of the bank.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, man, there's going to be a civil war in this country, and I know Donald Trump is going to try to avoid this shit, but when they start throwing these people in Gitmo, there's going to be shit to pay. And these people think, these basement-dwelling baristas think that they're going to fight patriots who are trained killers? Long-distance serial killers are popping off a fucking 3 miles away? Are you fucking kidding me?
And it's Jeffrey Epstein. As far as I'm concerned, they say, oh, he was murdered. Oh, he committed suicide. I said, no, that's the biggest jailbreak in history.
I tell you what I think happened.
Yeah.
They didn't arrest him for shits and giggles. They arrested him, and this shit was all planned. I don't think he's ever in the jail.
No.
He was never in the jail. They made that shit up. That's why they got no cameras. That's why motherfuckers fell asleep. That's why all this bullshit, because this guy was never there. They got him in Gitmo, and he's singing like a bird.
Sure. You know, but yeah. He's not there, and his sidekick, Janine Maxwell, they already got her too, because she hasn't turned up. right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's walking around for Hillary Clinton, but that ain't her.
Fuck no. That's
She croaked in September 11th. They threw her in that van. She croaked.
she was
She
dead.
died.
Yeah.
Her brain exploded from Kuru disease, and
Mm-hmm.
and even what's her name from the Supreme Court there, Ginsburg.
Which one?
Ginsburg.
Yeah, Ginsburg.
She croaked in January. She's
Right.
dead already. She's dead and
She's been
stinking.
dead.
She's like Lazarus. Unless somebody calls her out of the tomb, she ain't going nowhere. She's fucking worm dirt.
So they have doubles then,
Oh, Hitler had doubles.
or not.
Hitler had 14 doubles. That's the way these
Yeah.
people work. I don't know where they find these people, but Epstein laying on a stretcher. That NYPD paramedics sitting around that guy dead on a stretcher.
Yeah.
That ain't him.
No.
Because if you stick your ear up against a window, and you're a peeping Tom, and the police come and they take the fingerprint. Oh, remember, take the fingerprint dust and dust the window, and they get your ear print. They'll find out who you are.
Huh.
They got people going through. There's a forensic. I forget what they call her. She's like a forensic. She does bones and shit. Okay. And she's looking at these child porn videos, and she notices the vein patterns on people's hands when they diddle these kids, right?
Yeah.
They caught people with the veins on their hand because they're unique, like fingerprints. Like everything is unique.
Huh. That I didn't know.
Yeah. So if you diddle a kid, you better be wearing gloves because she'll catch you.
Ain't that some shit? No, I didn't know that. I know that they use retinal scanning.
If you walk into a house and you drop skin cells on the floor,
right?
There's motherfuckers with microscopes and tweezers to pick up that skin cell and get your DNA. And if you're in a database, you're done.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, it's real. The forensics is phenomenal. You don't have, I don't know how many of these police departments have the resources to do that, but it's possible.
Yeah, but they're not doing a fucking thing.
No, it doesn't seem.
Here, the criminals are all fucking walking around, Dave. They haven't done anything. See, this is what's really getting my goat. We have all the evidence. We know it, but there ain't no arrest, is there?
Well,
it's just another fucking game.
It's like you got a worldwide mafia. It ain't only here. If it was here, it'd be easy.
Right. No, it's worldwide.
It's worldwide. So what I would do if I was the president, as soon as my hand came off the Bible on Inauguration Day, I'd sign an executive order. I'd call it the Everybody Strapping Act. And I give you a $500 tax credit to buy a weapon. That shit would last about 2 weeks. The libtards would go nuts, but you wouldn't have any more shootings. You wouldn't have any more holdups. You wouldn't have no more of this mass shooting bullshit because once take all the guns. If you could magically snap your fingers and do a Star Trek and beam them all up to the starship, every weapon on the planet, every gun on the planet, motherfuckers would come with crossbows and knives and all type of shit.
Yeah. Well,
I got a slingshot that shoots broadheads. I would rather get shot with a .45 than get hit with a broadhead.
Oh, yeah.
You get a broadhead, you're done.
Yeah. As I said, I'd rather take a gun bullet than a fucking broadhead. My, oh, my. What's going to be the outcome? They've been fucking my grandparents. They fucked my parents. They fucked me. They fucked their kids. When's it going to stop? It's been going on for so long now.
They ain't going to stop until we take them out. I've been saying this for years.
I think you're right.
Until their dead, stinking bodies are lying on the street and strung up like Mussolini, these motherfuckers are not going to stop. They're not.
And that's what it's going to take.
Let's get her done.
I don't know. I just don't think they. think there's enough people out there, but maybe I'm being fooled, you know?
Oh, believe me, we outnumber them 10,000 to 1. And it's only because of the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain that they've convinced us. Oh, there's a lot of these people. These people are an illusion. They're a fig Newton of the imagination. They're fucking vaporware. They're they're a fart in the wind.
Yeah. No, it's really ridiculous. Man, oh man. I just feel so lost. In fact, I'm to the point now, we're being bullshitted so bad, but I don't want to just. I feel like calling up and say cancel the fucking internet. I'm off it. But I stopped watching TV so long ago that the only thing I got here is
I haven't watched the news in shit since 9/11 because I knew that was bullshit.
Well, me, it was 2012 when Obama got reelected. That's when I said, "What's going on here?"
Anybody who looked at the coverage of 9/11, they all the reporters going around saying there's explosions going off. The seismic laboratory that's on the border of New York and New Jersey, up on the Palisades, I forget what they call that place.
Yeah.
They picked up the seismic booms way before the so-called planes hit. And if you look at the CNN coverage of the plane hitting the South Tower, the left wing of the plane goes behind a building it's the U.S. Trust building that's a quarter of a mile down the road. The wing goes behind that building. How the fuck does that happen? I'll tell you how it happens. It's all CGI. And they put the masks in the wrong place. And the live reporting from the helicopters was being fed into a Photoshop or whatever the hell they did the editing with. And they had a plane go through the building, through 48 steel columns, and the inside and outside skin of a building and come out with the nose intact. That's bullshit.
Of course it's bullshit. I knew that. Them planes didn't even hit the fucking building. I spent 30 years flying fucking planes. You know, and no way, they can't even go that fast down low because
they would fly apart. The air density would tear the wings right off.
The air density. You listen to airline pilots and they'll tell you, that was impossible. And then when they went through the Pentagon, they actually showed some of the parts, and I recognized an engine fan. I said, that's a Williams 44 engine. That fucking thing is on a cruise missile. What a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that's
even the parts. We
and
know
they got
that.
us into an 18-year war in Afghanistan, and why are we over there?
They got us into World War One.
Yeah,
they got us into World War One, World War Two,
every war.
My dad said he knew he smelled a rat in World War Two, and he was decorated from the bulge. He was on the troop ship coming home, and they were throwing all the fucking shit off. And he was a depression child.
Shit in Vietnam, they threw helicopters and
right into the ocean.
Fucking ocean, right? Yep.
And they said, well, they didn't want to flood the market with surplus. You see?
Yeah. Well,
and he knew it was bullshit. He said you could have retired. You could have retired on the fucking brass off the cannon shells.
All right. And
he said mounds of them.
When I was a kid, they used to have Army military surplus down on Canal Street. My first ham radio, the receiver was an RBM-4 Navy shipboard receiver with a Navista converter, and my transmitter was an ARC 3.
Yeah.
And all that shit was all homebrew because you couldn't buy fucking ham radio shit.
No. I had a BC-348, and I built my own.
BC-348s, yep.
Yeah, and I built my own transmitter. I was a kid, but with the help of my TV repair cousin, and he helped me through it, and I built this little thing. It worked. It was fun.
I used to take out channel 2 of my whole neighborhood when I keyed up that transmitter, though.
You told me you had a real powerful fucking
I had a
2-meter rig.
Yeah, the Arc 3 was 30 watts. When you feed that into an 8-element beam and point it somewhere, the ERP is about 100, 175, 180 watts. So when I keep that sucker up, the fucking light bulbs on the street light up. And channel 2 would go away completely.
I pulled up, while we're bullshitting here, I pulled up the same buoy again. Oh, and the speeds dropped down. Wind speed 44 knots, gust 51. Barometer came up a little bit, 29.34. So let's see where the winds are at. They're still saying the wind direction is 340, so that means it didn't pass, because once it passed, the wind goes the other way, from behind it.
Right.
So, what a fucking joke.
Unbelievable.
All right, Dave, I'm going to get back to cooking breakfast.
All righty.
Hey,
Frank, can I use parts of this conversation, make a video?
Fucking A, right.
Fucking A. All right. Absolutely.
Dave, I'll watch you when I can, because sometimes you're hard to find even on BitChute.
Really? Oh, they delisted my website, so I took it one step further. I just took the whole fucking thing down.
Well, see, they know I'm a patriot by what I go to, so they block my ass whenever they can. I can see it. I have to go a different route.
Well, go get a VPN. There's a good one called what the hell's the name of it? No, let me see here. I got it here. It's called HIVPN. High VPN. I use that.
Okay.
It's free, so just punch it up, and if it's on that's on your phone. That's on an Android phone. I don't know if it's, but High VPN. There's a whole bunch of them that are free. You can get.
Okay.
I use that one.
Yeah, and that'll make it easier. Well, I'll probably get more of everybody. So
well, it'll mask your IP address, so they don't know it's you.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yes. That's what we're doing. See, I'm an analog head. I know you worked all your life in computers, but not me. I always been analog. So it's a little challenging here at 68.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not from that era, and I didn't start.
Well, like I said in my last video, if you want my freedom, come get it, because I got something for your ass, and I got a picture of my Rec 7 with the blue laser sight on it, shooting across the warehouse floor. So come get it. I got something for you.
Yeah,
I got tubes coming out of my dick. I don't need nobody to defend me. I can defend myself. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm back here in the woods, and I'm in nowhere land, really, which is good. All right, Dave, I'll let you go. I'm going to get back to breakfast. Thanks for calling me back.
Hey,
take care.
No problem. Take care, Frank. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Please subscribe to our backup channels, Whirlwind Revolt, Inglorious Patriots, and Net for Truth USA 2 Patriot channel. You can also find us at Net for Truth USA on BitChute. We fly so close to the target, we're on our 4th fighter jet. We will be relentless truth seekers until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description, But for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/net4truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.